Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Dire Bear and welcome to Falskallan Nights. I am your host, the Bard with No Name. Team Them seems to have gotten themselves stuck in a bit of a pickle. But before we get into finishing that little bit of a pickle, we'll get into announcements. That will go over to Tom. Tom?
As always, thank you, JT, and thank you, adventurers, for joining us once again in Falscala for your weekly dose of Team Them Chaos. Thank you to Charminar as well for your inevitable no cursing drop, you goddamn motherfucker. Well, if you weren't here last week, you're probably going to be real confused by tonight's opening. Diamondback and Spleen are recovering from temporary deafness. Have a guess who's responsible for that one. There's a crazy mushroom monster that used to be a very irate half-orc woman. We're being burnt to a crisp by the power of the moon itself. It's fun. We're going to need some serious healing after this. Thankfully, we've got a full inventory of everything that brings hit points back with our first sponsor, D&D Beyond. Their platform allows us to keep all our campaign info and character sheets in one handy place. They've got extensive character creation tools, expandable notes sections, and just about every source book under the sun. They also have a very convenient spell tab that keeps track of all your magical nonsense, including convenient checkboxes for each of your spell slots. You'll forget to use them, but if you're not having a protracted argument with your DM about how many 4th levels you've dropped, are you really playing D&D? Thank you to D&D Beyond for continuing to sponsor us and our terrible short-term memories. Now, you don't need to keep track of too much to enjoy our next sponsor, though. FX May Vary is a genre-hopping, hard-rockin', dice-rollin' band of magnificent musicians from Newmarket, Ontario, who've recently joined the rarefied air of Dire Bear supporters. Although with every week that goes by, I guess that's less recent. Either way, they balance toe-tapping tunes with mental health advocacy on YouTube, Spotify, and just about any place music is streamed. You can reach out to them on Facebook or Instagram. Their music is designed to be enjoyed by everyone, and may promote feelings of happiness, an impulsive desire to move rhythmically, a desire to share with others, and a compulsion to follow the band on social media. As always, individual FX may vary. Thanks to these bodacious bards for sponsoring us and contributing to wonderful players to the Dire Bear family. Now, you hear me thank these people every week, but wouldn't you like to be thanked by my lovely voice yourself? Well, if you want to, you can. Dire Bear is on Patreon. We've got some killer rewards for your support, such as Discord privileges, merch, and mentions at the end of our streams, which mean on Wednesdays, you get your name sung out in a patented Diamondback parody song. The one for tonight's really good. I simultaneously make all the apologies and no apologies for it. At our highest tier, you even have an opportunity to get monthly voice acting lessons with yours truly. I'm happy to put my skills as a radio and voiceover professional to your disposal so you can, well, freak out your fellow players, balance a few more NPCs, or just have some really fun stuff to pull out at parties. That sounds good to you? Hop on over to patreon.com/direbearac and become part of the magic. That said, if you want to show your Dire Bear love in more obvious ways, our merch store on Streamlab is the thing for you. We've got t-shirts, we've got hoodies. Look, I know I keep on promising Diamondback thongs, hashtag Daddy Diamondback thongs, and to say that my attempts to get Streamlabs to make that happen have been completely ruinous to both my reputation and my wallet would be a colossal understatement, but we are making them happen. I will make it happen. I don't care who I have to I mean, look, we've got some options, okay? Just keep your pants on. In the meantime, we do have tank tops. Our Beyond Alignment line of Prying Birch includes our first set of tank tops, allowing you to bear arms in the most inclusive way possible. Beyond Alignment is also featured on t-shirts that include variants with the non-binary, trans, and Black Lives Matter colors. They're geek, they're chic, and they are a stylish reminder that human rights continue to be a year-round battle. The voices that preach hate are growing louder and dumber, including a bunch of nearsighted politicians here in Canada who have been specifically targeting the trans youth community with a slew of laws that are aimed at making it more difficult for kids to choose their own pronouns without their parents' knowledge. So, if you want to show that you stand against that kind of thing, raise your voice, raise the colors, and show those protective bear instincts that dire bears are supposed to live up to. JT, back over to you.
All right, with that, Tom, for always doing the ad reads, because let's be honest, mine were not as great as. That being said, do we have any objections to moving on towards tonight? No?
I object.
Going?
I object to being hurt more.
Still going?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
waiting for you to go to the opening in.
Oh,
No,
intro!
Just do it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This isn't even in character yet.
Oh shit.
Get
Y'all
the
gonna die
pickles.
tonight. No, there's no pickles for tonight.
Oh,
Only death.
That could also be pickle flavored.
dill flavored death.
Yep.
All right, guys, let's Team Them's getting their ass handed to each other, to themselves. Which, that being the case, they're in the middle of a. Oh, I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm exhausted, and my descriptions are probably not gonna be 100%. So let's just get into it. So Diamondback and Spleen are getting mauled by this monstrosity. Covered in lichen, or lichen, I guess, but
Lichen.
yeah. So covered in lichen mycelium, spongy, like a spongy skin texture, spores spewing out. The head split down, the cranium that shows a perfect dome of white that has been spewing moonbeam energy. And a cultist lieutenant that is right beside her, fighting with her. Most of the people are running off or hiding, but with that, the rest of Team Them, i.e., everybody except for Diamondback and Spleen, finally make it up into the second layer of this cylindrical room. And now, I would like a marching order for who was running up, running in.
Yama would probably be further back just by virtue of being so tiny and not running so fast.
Mm-hmm.
B would try to be as close to the front as possible, but also save little legs.
Yeah.
I think I was near the front. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Pretty sure there was a reason I was near the front. I just don't remember what it was.
That
Sorry.
was absolutely in front on accident.
It's like everybody's just trying to be way too polite in battle. No, you go first. I insist.
It's just at this point, you see Spleen get thrown across the room. Just Your noise, your noise gate's also on there, Spleen.
Damn it!
So,
Ah!
Open the gate.
Ah!
there it is. That being case, so righty. So the first, well, you're all going to be coming in anyway. So Tobias is following suit with the other small folk. You'll see the other, like, for the sake of it, team them is coming in hot first. So when you guys eventually get in and fully situated upon this upper mezzanine, you'll notice that you see this like hulking monstrosity looming over Spleen and just wailing on her left and right, and the cultist leader right behind. Right behind, wailing on Spleen as well. Diamondback looks a bit hurt, but there's a central cylindrical beam of pure brightness right in, pretty darn close to Diamondback. With that, we're gonna go to the top of the round. With that, Beatrice.
She's booking it in there.
So basically, like, you are on the second floor, second floor mezzanine. There's a giant, battle. I'm just gonna call it a battle pit because this is what it looks like. Battle pit with a bunch of crates all in around. Basically, if you want to get down there quickly, you gotta jump. It's gonna be about 15, 20 feet, maybe.
Sure, let's fucking do it. Just jump down there and run in as close as she can get to Spleen.
Okay, so you're jumping down.
Careful, E.
All right. So without a second's hesitation, you run, you look, you see over, realize, oh shit, up and over. You will take 11 points of falling damage for that.
Ouch.
As you land onto a crate, as it caves in, not enough to full on shatter break, but just you do that, but your feet come right up. You start running towards. You're going to be about 20 feet away from Spleen
Cool.
when you're done finishing your movement there.
Cool. I'm too far away to attack, so I'll take the dash action to get in close.
Alrighty. Oh, then easily you run right in. You see. So where exactly would you be? Because Diamondback's about, if I remember correctly, about 15, 20 foot back from this giant spore creature.
Yeah, wanted to
And
get out of the beam.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd probably try to avoid the English, the spore creature and the giant circle or moonbeam, and try to get to Spleen's side so she can fight the fucker that's fighting Spleen.
Okay. Well, there you go. So that's what you do. You get right beside Spleen, and so easily reunited. It's just a pure dwarven fashion. You're not good for long distance, but you're made for sprinting.
Yeah.
Right beside. Okay, speaking of Spleen.
Do I see B coming on in?
Seeing as you got your ass handed to you.
But she probably also hears the clang of me falling.
Yes and no. I mean, you've got two people. You're sandwiched in between two people, and you're getting wailed on. I mean, you've heard Beatrice's clanging before, but you don't absolutely see her coming. Like, by the time she gets there, it's pretty much like she's in. You finally recognize that's where she is, and go.
Okay. Well, with that the case, I kind of want to circle around towards the side that I've been hitting at and stay assaulting that angle and stay consistent there. With how big this thing is, little pieces all over the place is probably not going to be the best, is what she's thinking. So she's going to try to get that leg down.
Yeah. I will say this is considered a large creature. So
Yeah, I figured it was
like this is not medium.
They big.
Big chunk.
That's
Okay.
dummy thick.
Yeah. So I will like to go for an attack here.
Our Tark.
Tark. And I'm staying two-handed with my battle axe.
Yeah. Oh, as I remember, it is staying within the moonbeam.
Oh.
It's just into the moonbeam itself, so you're not
Okay.
in it. It is.
Okay. Okay.
Just keeping everything. I'm trying to remember what happened last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember a moonbeam, but I don't know why I was thinking it was like a that way is coming down this way.
You're just like,
Mhm.
thanks, Greg Zappa.
For movement purposes as well, there should be a cloud of daggers occupying the space where the monster is, so just mind that.
That's
Thank you for the reminder.
Okay.
Go for the attack. Let's go.
Yep. Meow.
Team Spleen.
Yeah. 23.
23, that'll hit.
Okay. That's gonna be a D10. Okay. 7 plus 4. Plus 3 rage. 14 damage.
14 damage.
Yeah, 14 damage.
Okay.
Right. Second attack.
Okay.
15 to hit.
That will not hit.
All right.
So, first slash coming right down, finding the meat, the meat chunklets and the mushroom sporelets, just slicing down. Heaving your axe up, going in for a half slice. It lodges in, but it hits just a point where the muscly sinew and like the spongy nature of the flesh just kind of absorb the hit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hold on. Do I have? Let's see what. That will be my turn.
That'll be your turn. No
Yep,
bonus.
that'll be my turn. No. Because wait. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. My third attack. That's right. I'm like, no. I don't know why I thought I raged right there. I've been raging. I've been raging.
Yep.
Alrighty, well, make that attack then.
And I know that because I added rage damage, Sarah.
Sarah.
I'm running on
My God.
0.6 cylinders.
Sarah, what the ha?
Sarah.
Sarah.
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20, that'll hit.
Right.
Roll for a twack.
BD8. 5 plus 3 rage is 8 damage.
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 Go. So with that last hit, you pull your hatchet out and you just slash right into, well, I guess the calflet area. You just launches right in. You feel it shudder and shake. Just you hear.
Trying to wreck your foundations. Play the Home Depot theme.
No. Okay. That's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. Guess whose turn it is?
Yeah.
So this spore creature, as it's laying within the moonlight, what's going on, Tom? Oh, right.
So Yeah, it's going to start off by taking the dagger damage.
So it.
Yeah.
When does it save against it?
It doesn't. Basically, the 5-foot space it is in is occupied by a cloud of pointy knives, and I just roll 4d4, and when it starts its turn there, it takes the damage, or when it enters that place for the first time, it takes the damage.
Gotcha.
So that's more ones than I would have liked. So that is 9 slashing damage.
Still not bad.
Yeah. But there's like no movement penalty. It can exit the cloud at any time, and
I'm
the
assuming
cloud does
that's
not.
magical damage.
It is a spell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. As it starts its turn, the daggers just start launching them in like that pirate game, that pirate board game.
Oh, thanks, Trail.
Oh, what we got?
Oh,
Trail's
Hi,
here.
Trail.
Trail!
Trail, buddy, it has been far too long.
We're fighting.
But that being the case, as the knives magically enter and dissipate due to its magical, due to the magical effect, you see the moon, the beam radiating on top of this creature, and the wounds just start going away.
Damn.
This thing is looking hurt, but it is spicy. It takes as it sees Beatrice come in, it starts looking up and around, and seeing exactly everybody coming in from the central point. It's going to point. Yeah, it's going to point at the location where the rest of the team them is, and you just hear a singular like cluster of like tendrils of mycelium just fire fires right out just at the wrist, like there's a secret pocket there, launches up and hits the center of the doorway just right above, and all you see is just rapid spreading of vines and spores and stuff reaching out and around. I would like, and so that will encompass pretty much like Tobias, a whole bunch of the scouting teams. It'll be Howard, Halsterian, Yimmer. Be up there. I would need you guys to make Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitution.
Yep. That all right. Howard,
It's definitely a failure.
definitely a
Oh,
failure.
man.
Oh, no.
You're
It
gonna
can't
take 5
get
points
any
of-
lower.
Well, I rolled really low on my damage on this one, so it's 5 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
That's a quarter of his health.
It's a 10th. Thank you.
That's
Level 10.
I'm right there with you, buddy.
It's an 11 from me, by the way.
For you, you will fail as well. That'll be 5 points of necrotic.
All right.
Yimmer,
21.
21. That'll be 3 points of necrotic damage. And then the rest. Cool. So the spores shoot out. The spores and the tendrils shoot right out, and as that happens, you start having this coughing fit, just having a hard time to breathe. Some of you naturally just kind of like shit, cover your mouth, or you take like you have the mask ready on hand, so you drop it, but just not enough in time, so you catch a bit of that. That being the case, that will be.
I believe I can do a hellish rebuke after that.
You believe? Is
Yeah.
it
Do you
melee attack or is it just damage in general?
Being damaged by a creature within 60 feet of you that you can see.
Yeah. Well, rebuke it.
All right.
Can we
it's a
see
dex
it?
save of 16.
Dex save?
Yep.
Okay, that fails.
That fails, so it is 6 fire damage. Didn't
Alright.
roll terribly well, but you know, what you gonna do?
All right. All right.
Oh, wait, hang on. That's one more d10. 6 plus. Okay, so 8. I
8.
keep rolling so low.
We will kill this thing with
This
paper cuts.
so you feel the spores. You naturally react. You hellishly rebuke. You see the fire starting to catch on top of this thing, but it doesn't look to be hurting it as much as you wanted. I need to ask this question. Spleen, are you wielding a magical weapon?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Just guys, let me know if you are hitting with a magical weapon. Because pulling the screen back, this thing has a lot of resistances. So
Mhm.
just need to
I
make sure
figured.
that I'm calculating everything right.
Yep.
You're good.
Right. That being the case, is that was its turn. It's gonna step a little bit further back from Spleen.
So out of the cloud?
No, come back.
Out of the cloud.
Yeah.
Out of the cloud, but further into the moonbeam. Somewhat closer to you.
Mm,
And just
brilliant.
yeah.
Mhm.
It'll take about 10 steps back, turn around, see you by yourself, and noticing that a bunch of the other cultists are either hiding or away, it's gonna start walking towards you. Its action, it's pretty much standing right in front of you, Diamondback. That being the case, it's your turn.
Do we get attack of opportunity since it moved away from Spleen and I?
You do.
Phew.
Sweet.
Spleen attacks by burping.
You don't call it a burp.
18 to hit.
22.
That'll hit. That'll hit.
Nice.
9 damage.
9.
9.
17 damage.
Woo.
17.
Mm-hmm. I rolled a 10.
So what's okay, so then that's that
Then probably half, so
5. Or it's not 5. Sorry, I'm thinking 10. 17, that would make it 8. 9.
9.
No, 8.
I mean 8 or 9. Are we rounding up if it's an odd number?
Usually it rounds down unless it specifies otherwise.
Oh, so it is 8, so
Bye, mommy. It's always been kind of different for everybody. I don't know. This one, like, it's what you're feeling for today.
yeah. You want to do experimental yoga, do some experiment.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Diamondback, so it is your turn.
Yeah, things in front of me. I'm not liking that. It's within melee range.
Yes.
Okay. I've got a +1 rapier. That is a magical weapon? Question mark.
Mhm.
Yeah, if it's +1, it's a magical weapon.
Yep, just making sure.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pull my dang sword and try to slashy.
Okie dokie.
Ooh, that's nice. That is math. That is a 26 to hit.
26 to hit.
Yep.
That'll be it. That'll hit.
Nice.
Oh man. So I'm gonna do something a little retroactively. If you guys wish to, so this thing also does spew necrotic damage as well whenever you hit it.
Fun.
Yeah.
I was
So-
wondering. I was like, what?
It did it last time. I'm
Forgot about
rereading
it.
everything here, just trying
Oh.
to.
Lay it
Just-
on me.
So make a Constitution saving throw, both Beatrice and Spleen.
Okie dokie.
Spleen, just roll it like 3 times.
Okay.
And I'm guessing Diamondback should probably do the same.
Yes.
Well, not 3 times,
Okay.
but
Hold on.
But
Let me just like write these numbers
every
down
t-
because
every
I
time
keep
you-
forgetting.
Forgive me on my lapse of judgment there.
It's okay. Okay, I got my numbers.
Cool. What's it?
I got a 23, a 27, and an 18.
Okay, those will all pass. Basically, the every time you hit, it spews a bunch of spores, but you're like, I'm gonna say you're just naturally dodging them. We're calling it that.
I like I blow. I'm like.
Yeah, every time you're hitting, you're exhaling, and that exhale is perfect enough to just blow away. Beatrice, what
I
you got?
rolled 26.
Yeah, you passed.
Heal.
9.
9.
Yep.
Oh no.
This thing rolls 3d4 damage for this rebuttal damage. I rolled a 4, a 3, and a 3.
Ouch.
That brings it to 10 necrotic.
Yep. Ow. For the damage of my attack, I'm going to spend a Bardic Inspiration die for a defensive flourish. So... Oh, that's nice. So my armor class is increased by 3, so I'm up to 19 till the start of my next turn.
Cool.
Total magical slashing damage is 19.
Okay.
No, wait, hang on. I'm doing that wrong. Sorry, that's bad math. 17.
What am I going to do with you?
And despite the danger, I am going to attempt to attack it again.
Do it.
Probably not going to work. That is only 14.
That will not hit.
Yep.
Mind you, I think that might be a saving grace.
Yeah. And on my, or for my, oh no, wait, that's not a bonus action. Never mind. No bonus actions.
I was gonna say, didn't you already use your bonus as a bardic?
No, the flourishes get wrapped into my attack action.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You just spend a bardic inspiration for it to happen.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's part of your action, gives you some extra damage, but you're also kind of like depleting your reserves for your crew.
I gotcha. So that being
yeah.
the case, this thing starts stepping up at natural instincts like and the thing, the harmonics of this rapier have such a beautiful high tone frequency to it that it just naturally guides you towards the heart, which you think the heart is of this creature. You stab and it lunges in, and it just, it kind of like it. The way I see it is it's moving into it because it's still walking towards you as you're doing this.
Yeah.
And as that happens, shoots right in because you were completely unprepared for the necrotic damage. You start choking on your aspirations. And I'm sorry, I had to. I've been watching a lot of Star Wars. This has been coming up lately.
Yep.
And so as you start coughing, you wildly swing your second attack as it barely glances across the skin, but not enough to puncture it.
Yeah.
With that, movement.
So let's see, AC's up to 19. Yeah, I'm going to take a gamble and attempt to back away from it.
Alrighty.
Basically, as far as my movement will take me.
Okay, so with that,
Also, sorry, I need to take a con save for Clouded Daggers. 18. Yeah. So yeah, with the 10 damage, that should be fine.
yep, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. Yeah. I've been rolling con saves every time this thing gets hit. Concentration up. It's been rolling rather well with it.
Nice.
So now you're going to attempt to go back. It is going to take its opportunity attack.
Yep, AC's up to 19 because of the defensive flourish. Oh, damn it.
Yeah, that'll hit. It's what is it? 23.
Yep. That the hit roll or the damage?
That's the hit roll. No, the damage is something else. Buddy, here. So that'll be 12 points of bludgeoning. And the necrotic damage that festers right afterwards is 5.
I'm still standing.
Oh, buddy.
Not by much, but I'm still standing. So I'll kind of just use the momentum of getting bitch smacked by disease to kind of continue backing away as I keep coughing, and that's my turn.
Right.
Basically just going to use my full movement to back up to a place that doesn't have that thing or any other enemies nearby, if possible.
Yeah, for sure. And there's crates strewn out all around, so you're able to be like, as soon as you turn around and make a dash for it, it hits you, and as you said, you use that momentum. You roll up and forward, and you're like spewing blood as you're coughing. You realize, okay, I've got a couple options. You just up and around one crate corner, hoping to God this thing doesn't follow suit.
Yeah.
And it's like you go up and just for the flavor of it, there's nobody there. You see another cultist just like
I just point the sword. Run that way. And I point away from the door into the Citadel.
yeah. That be the case. That's Diamondback done. Now let's see the cultist lieutenant. Now he's got 2 targets in a target-rich environment. As you see this mace in his hand and like this leather armor that almost looks like stone covering him, the robes are in. You see this elven Beatrice, you see this elven man, beautiful piercing eyes, he looks into you and he says, help me attack her. And he's going to use command.
Ooh.
Oh.
Sorry, command is one word. Help. And so with that, you're going to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Hope I've fallen and I can't get it.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
And that help could mean anything, so you could just go up to him and be like,
You want some juice?
what does help me?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And does it have to be help him? Could it be help? Like, could I help Diamond back?
You see It's almost like it is a charm effect where you are now friendly to him. You are like throw you a bone. Make an intelligence check.
Oh my Jesus fucking Christ.
Actually, it was one of the ones you wanted to roll low.
Okay.
Oh,
So smart of you to read into it.
That was on purpose, guys.
that makes sense.
You're having trouble trying to figure out what help means. That being the case, your next turn, you're not going to be.
Okay. That's fine.
You're basically at this point stunned.
Okay. I'll take it. I'll
That being
take
the
it.
case, that is his turn. Yimmer, Howard, you're on deck.
Okay, so just so I have the layout right, we are going down a passage of some description that
Yep.
leads into the Citadel.
Yes.
And
Right now, you're in
we're
a
in the-
junction. You're in a junction spot where there's a bunch of different tunnels spewing out.
okay.
So, like, there are
I-
tunnels up on this second level mezzanine, and there are tunnels down below.
Okay. So I am going to look at the big mushroom monstrosity.
Yep.
Trip out, thinking that it's not actually real. Like, nah, there's no way they came to life. Nah. Too many mushrooms. You know what? I suggest that you go down to the moon docks and make sure no one else comes into the sewers. And cast suggestion.
Cool. What have we got to make?
Am I reasonably within 30 feet?
No. You're not within
No?
30 feet. You're about, give or take, about 50 feet away.
Okay, so I run towards it 25 feet.
So you're going to jump
And
down
then-
from... So you're going to
Yep.
jump down?
Yep.
So you jump down the 20 feet.
Yep.
And
Oh, wait. That counts as my movement? As 20 feet of movement?
no, I like.
Oh, okay.
You're free falling, but you're taking damage from this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
It's a
fine.
long drop.
It's a long drop. You're taking 7 points of damage.
Oh, it's not like a mouse falling? Like just kind of flops? Okay.
Yeah, you flop.
Landed on the
You pull a
crossbow.
stumble.
Yeah.
Actually, can I see him?
Yeah, unfortunately, you look over, you just see Shimmer. Yeah.
And you're free! Free fall! And then I feather fall him.
Do you actually?
It's a reaction move,
Alright,
yeah.
don't take that
I
damage.
forgot
then.
I could do that. I'm sorry, Beatrice.
I don't have it prepared, so
Oh.
I couldn't do it before.
I knew you were looking out for me. I won't let you die. And yeah, so I'll get closer. Kind of.
You'll get close enough to do the suggestion.
I assume I'm just starting to like run in the air slowly downward.
Feather fall.
Yeah, basically. You land. All I can
And
think
yeah,
about
I'll-
is the Running Man. Every night I think of you.
And yeah, I'll cast suggestion on.
Okay, so what have we got to make?
15 wisdom.
Yeah, that'll be an 18.
And yeah, Yimmer will just do that, and that's the end of his turn.
Kill. Howard, you're up.
Rather not jump down that far. So I'm gonna run over to the edge and fling a ball of fire at it.
Nice.
So a fireball?
Firebolt.
A ball that is fire.
I'm just gonna fling a fireball.
Everybody dies. So that's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 19 fire damage. I almost rolled max.
Damn. Cool. Again, like what happened with Halsterian, this mote of flame gets flung, lands pretty much like right on the shoulder, because the way I see it is it's facing like to the right, to your right. So it lands right in the shoulder. It kind of feels the like the ping just and the flame just dissipates. Doesn't look like it's that effective.
Excuse me, most gracious and kind GM. Could I have used a bonus action to insightful fight it?
Yeah. Wait. You used is insightful fighting a bonus action?
Yes.
It is a bonus action, and it is a cantrip, or is it a spell?
Uh,
Because I know the
As in-
warlocks do weird things, but it's like, is it a
Yeah.
level spell?
No, it's not a level spell. It's as a bonus action, you can make an insight check against a creature you can see that is incapacitated, contested by the target's deception check.
Cool. So you're going to incite it to fight. Okay, so then I got to make a deception, or no, I have to make an insight check.
No, you make deception, I make insight.
How does that work?
It's contested.
Yeah. Okay.
I look at it really hard.
Yeah, it's trying to hide its flaws, you know.
14?
Natural 20.
Not getting a read on that thing.
It's big. It's nasty. You guys are just thinking. You're thinking out loud into the group chat because you got the telepathic bond going on. It's like, it's big and it's nasty.
Just hear Beatrice's mind. Help. I help.
Well,
Help.
well,
What is help?
well.
Who is help? Why help? Who? Who's help?
Okay, so you did that, Howard. You did that. Let's go.
That's it for me.
That's
I'm
it
not
for you.
jumping down that shit. I'm squishy.
Halsterian.
All right. We're about 60 feet away with the angle. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to cast Elemental Bane. Has a nice range of 90 feet. So it will have a con save of 16. And we'll see if it fails first.
That's a 7.
Fantastic. So 2d6 damage. All right. And that is 9 fire damage, and it is now weak to fire.
9 fire damage, and it's now weak to fire, so it'll take. Cool.
Oh, and actually that can target another creature within 30 feet of it, so it'll
That's right,
get the
'cause
one
your
that
spells-
suggested, or no,
The
dominated
lieutenant?
as well, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes. It is beautiful.
You're beautiful.
Okay, so with that, so again, you manifest flames all over this body. It starts catching, and it starts looking like it's going away. Then you enact the second part of the incantation. You start seeing this thing just start catching flame. Smelling basically burning flesh and mushroom foliage. It's like soiled dirt that's on flame now. It's really weird.
Yimmer, your mushrooms are burning. You should really take the cauldron off the fire.
Cool. So with that, this thing is looking very, very hurt. It is now. With that being said, it is now. We're gonna call it the group's turn. So Tobias comes in and looks down. It just says, "I'm not jumping down there."
Me either.
And he just like, guards, everyone, crossbows, go. It starts telling like Hellstern, Karis, Ventus, all to just outright volley attack this thing. And to be fair, throughout all the attacks, the moonbeam is still up. This thing is rolling really well with its concentration checks, man.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm going to now. This is just going to be the conglomerate attack damage of like 10 people plus a couple heroic people in there. So that's all right. Count it out with me. 6, 4 is 10 plus another 4, 14, another 4, 18 plus another 4, 21.
Nice.
Nice.
We put that to half is 10. Me, finish it.
How do you want to do this?
Yeah, how do I want to do this? So with that, basically, Tobias holding up the volley, being like, ready, aim, fire. Sorry. Everyone, I'm fire. And with that, you just see everybody with these crossbows just start unloading into this creature. These volleys just landing in every little bit, hits the kneecap, drops to 1. You see one final bolt go right through the split of the head, right into the cranium. The moonbeam flickers.
Nice.
And with the aftermath of this, you see we're still in combat. I'm just saying the body hits the ground. You start seeing light, like you see spores just start naturally spewing, but not aggressively, and they're light. They're just like it's just pure light coming out. It's almost like in a video game where you're in a glade and you just see like the few like fairy lights that kind of twinkle and go like that. It's exactly like that. That being the case, Beatrice, it is your turn. But since you are stunned because of the command, I'm trying to
Help? Question mark. Like, did you just put that out loud and stay still?
I was in a room runs a rubber room. So with that, I would say that is your turn, but you just command. Cool. So after you take about 6 to 10 seconds just trying to figure out what the heck he was talking about. You finally just snap back to it and you're like, okay, I'm ready to go. But at that point, it's Spleen's turn.
Hello.
Back, you're on deck.
Okay, well that thing's on the ground. I look back towards like the ledge where like that volley of hell came from, and I give like a wave of the axe. And then I want to turn towards the next target that's closest to me.
So next assailant is the cultist that's been attacking.
Yeah. I'm going for that dude. How far is he from me?
You turned around, he's right there. You haven't moved.
Screams from shock because she wasn't expecting him to be right there. And like just reflexively like slashes outward, and I want to accidentally hit him.
Just do it.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Oh, that'll hit.
All right. We'll hit him. Plus a 3 plus a 4. 7 plus 3 rage. 10 damage. 10 damage.
So that's how much damage you're doing?
Oh, that's for one attack.
That's for one attack. Okay, so that's
Yeah.
10 damage.
Then, yeah. And then I realizing he's actually right there, I actually make a real attack.
Okay,
18 to hit.
that'll hit.
14 damage.
14.
14 damage.
Gotcha.
14. And then, yeah, I have third attack.
Go do a third attack.
Okay. That's another 18.
That'll hit.
Okay. It's gonna be a d8 this time. That's a 3 plus rage is 6. You know what? Yeah, 6 damage.
I was waiting for it.
No, I'm saving.
Saving that. That's fine. You know what? No. Just the pure hilarity of it. Oh, where's the guy? Oh! You just see the Beatrice. You see the guy get the axe like right in the eye. Right in the eye as Spleen swings back, realizes the guy's right there, turns around,
Yeah.
full on cleaves his leg right off. He hits the ground. He's like, "Don't stare at me!" Just caves his skull right in.
You didn't startle me. I knew you were there. Ah!
With that, you just see skull cave in, his body just twitch a little bit and go limp.
And then I just try to get these mushrooms off.
Yep. And with that, you guys don't see any active assailants around. You see a couple of cultists that are just kind of like, their arms are out. They're not in any sort of aggressive demeanor. We can keep in the initiative if you'd like, but you're kind of getting the sense that everything is kind of calmed down, especially since everybody's surrounded through them as an top.
Yeah. Spleen, you still alive?
No.
Oh, damn, you had me there for a second. All right. Who needs healing? Gather up.
I think just you for the most part.
I might need a little some. I don't know if these like last forever, but I have mushrooms.
Is this like the new crabs?
Oh god, I don't want those again.
Yeah, since you released the last batch into the guild hall.
Hey, don't talk about my kids.
Meanwhile, back at the guild hall,
Labertia?
you just see Bryony running through the hall with a bunch of crabs just pinched onto her, and Ripper just chasing. and back to here.
All right, so I realized I never figured out what I did with my loot through this whole thing. But presumably I will get it back, and anybody who wants a mass cure wounds can get within, or needs it, can get within 60 feet of me.
You basically gave the loot to like Hellstrom.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
as like, here, hold this. You don't trust anybody else out with it. Tobias wasn't gonna take it.
Yeah. Also, Helsterian, my hat, if you please.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, that's much better. All right. You got to
it
know.
faintly smells of high quality cologne.
Lavender. You got to know when to heal 'em, know when to steal 'em, know when to save a spell, know when to run. You never count your treasure. When it's underneath a dragon, there'll be time enough for counting when the fighting's done. So I believe the effect of get the full blast of healing is still
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a boon.
Yeah, it was a party boon.
Yeah, so that's
Thank you. All right.
Yay!
Okay, so yeah, anybody, or well, myself, Spleen, and how many other people? Myself, Spleen, and 4 other people who might need it get 29 hit points back.
Ho, ho.
Whoa!
Damn.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll take
Thank God,
it.
do I need that?
Oh,
I'll take it. And then oh, it's only 1 minute.
Uh,
All right, Spleen. Spleen, how fast do you think you can get us all down there? Help us all down there.
hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom.
What? Okay. B, how fast do you think you can help us all get down?
Head down where? To the pit or in or what do you where
Down this 20-foot jump. I really don't want to jump.
There's stairs.
There are
Oh.
ladders. There's a ladder.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Y'all just never opted to take the ladder.
I forgot it was there.
I mean, I didn't mention it again, but I felt like I did a good enough job the first time.
Yep. Yep, but we know how many
can try
cylinders I have
action
right
if you
now.
want.
Never mind. I'll save the spell. That's all right.
It's at this point like everybody is coming down systematically. To just kind of round up what's left of the cultist, like the cultist members there. You see that, and as you guys are doing this, you notice the body of the spore creature start shifting back into the half orcish form.
Yimmer's going to run over and try and like cut a piece of the mushroom body off.
So is that pretty much like right away combat's done? You're just like,
Yeah. Mushroom! Go get.
okay.
I will actually be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
You love the no pants on.
Okay,
Respect.
so then make an investigation check.
Now, do I have advantage on a skill check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I forgot to use it on the other thing, but oh
Fair.
well. It's a useless investigation. 15.
15. Okay, easy enough. I mean, you're looking at a corpse and you're like, okay, you're gonna basically carve a pound of flesh out of this thing. And you're just at this point looking for a spot that hasn't been desecrated by anybody else.
Yeah,
You're
go
just
find
like,
a fresh beat.
It's like night. You find a nice chunk, pretty much right in the bicep area. You're like, okay. Dexterously and deftly cutting in, and as soon as you start pulling it out, you start like the fleshy bit peels right off rather easily, and underneath is just this black ooze and like muscle textured like tendons and whatnot and mycelium. That everything is, it seems like everything is just fully integrated within this body, and it's in such a rapid growth and rate. You're holding it. You're holding onto this piece, and you're just starting to investigate it over. Or what are you doing with it?
He's going to sniff it, maybe take a bite, but then put it into the sack,
Okay.
mystery sack.
Okay, so you do that, and so again, so Howard, you're trying to do what?
Oh, I was just gonna make one of them bigger to help everyone down, but I forgot there was a ladder, so I'm just gonna go down the ladder.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people, or there's a couple different ladders throughout the whole section, so people are just kind of systematically doing that. I'm assuming the rest of you will start rounding up the rest of the people there, and like there's various eclectic groups, but you mostly see like half-orcish men and women. Some are elvish, human, a tiefling here or there. It's like a handful of people, more or less, like between 10 and 12, and these people do not look armed nor trained. Nor trained for like any sort of martial combat. So it's at this point you have them all rounded up in the middle. At this point, you see that the corpse of the spreader starts turning back into the half-orcish form, with a sizable chunk of the bicep skin just right out.
Is it still kind of blackish and mycelial?
No. It actually starts, you see, now that you have a decent view, I'm assuming you're standing over this thing consistently. Yeah. Okay, so you start seeing that like all the stuff that would represent any sort of like soil, dirt textures or mushroom like qualities just start naturally dissolving and just kind of particleizing itself away.
Hey, now I want to make sure everyone saw the giant mushroom monster.
I goddamn tasted it.
Okay, this is weird. Because, like, it's not here anymore. It was here, now it's not.
Yeah. Well, I can't say I'm pleased to put it in my rear view. I think I still got a cracked rib or two in there.
Well, we'll get you fixed up.
Howard, could you give me a hand? I'd like to put this in the inside-out bag.
The body?
I like that idea. Forewarning, nobody get near this bag. And I'm gonna flip it inside. I'm gonna flip it right side in.
Right side in.
Mm-hmm.
The bag? What's the bag?
Don't reach in it.
Don't worry.
It's very, very dangerous.
Well, now I really want to read you.
Yeah, I
Hey.
was just gonna say that sounds like something Yimmer would like.
If you want to reach in there and risk a high chance of immediately dying, be my guest. But I can't pull your ass out if you get sucked in. Look at me.
Yeah,
I'm
good.
skin and bone.
Good. I'm good, I'll pass.
Yeah, I think that would be, not this time, maybe another. Not
Yep.
saying no, but not yes.
I was just there with a sketchbook.
So body in there. It's like it's the body. Okay, the body still has like the clothing and everything attached to it. The bag is still on there and whatnot. Relatively intact.
Should we loot it first?
Yeah, I was gonna say let's
It's just like,
Take things first.
Fine.
yeah, thanks, Dad. Okay, put it in the wood chipper.
Put it in the bag.
Let's Fargo this stuff.
Body in a wood chipper.
I love that. The
I love it.
Dale versus evil.
Yeah, that's where my brain
Oh,
went.
yeah.
These kids just started killing themselves all over my property.
On our property. I love that.
He just hucked himself into the wood chipper.
Oh man.
Like, you guys are just starting to look through the body. So you look through the bag, and you find a table, like literal, like a manifest,
Mm.
the bag itself, and you see a handful of mushrooms that are in there.
What do these mushrooms look like?
They are a pure black mushroom with seemingly like not with like a green speckle over top of them. You've never seen any of the likes of this before. This is brand new to your eyes.
Okay, this is kind of cool for me. I haven't seen this before, but after seeing what it did to that, I guess it's an orc lady. Like that, I never saw her that way. But did she eat one of these before all that?
Did I see her eat something like that, or she just like
Yeah,
transformed?
Diamondback
Yep.
and Spleen, you did witness her do just that. Reach in,
Ye-
grab, shove a mushroom in her mouth.
She
and-
did. She did. She went and went, "How?"
So yeah.
Okay,
Be careful if you're gonna try that, Yimmer.
I was just going to say I don't say this often. I don't think I'm going to eat the mushroom. Not yet.
I might. That was freaking cool.
I like that. I am weighing the pros and cons of it all. Like,
Well,
don't
like-
get me wrong.
Smart people probably should take a look at those before we ingest them.
You pull these out, and
I think I'm smart.
Halsterian, you feel almost like a putrid sense from it, and it's only just you that feels this. It's like it's like people who are like super smellers so that can smell just a precise stink. Or it's like the people who taste cilantro, like that tastes like soap, the few percent that do.
I feel
You're
bad
very
for
much
them.
having that kind of a moment with it where nobody else is seemingly reacting, but you're just like, oh god, it's like not even nauseousness, but it's something is stinks about it.
It's stanky.
Uh,
And it's also with this Yimmer that like normally you never really react to mushrooms at all, but you're also getting a tingling in the back of your head, just being like, this thing is pure evil. Like this is not like you're
Wow.
basically your instinct is kicking in. And you're like, no, this is not right. This isn't natural.
the bag. Put it in the bag. I don't want to be. Oh,
Wait, why? No.
no, trust me. It needs to
It could
go.
be useful.
You know what's
We can
useful?
put it
You.
in my bag. I have a bag of holding. You can put those in a bag in my bag so my bag doesn't stink. If that's the reaction Hal's have.
If. Oh. Hold on.
Like, I'm fine just taking them all, like putting them in the sack, not like
Is it a good
Taking
idea
them.
to put it in your sack?
Your
Um,
sack.
Never good to
Maybe
put
not.
anything in the
They
sack.
should research these and see if. Let's put it in B's bag.
No.
Bag.
Oh.
I'll I'll try to stealthily keep half of them.
Make a sleight of hand check. Everybody else make a perception check.
May I
Or
do it with
look
advantage?
away. I don't.
My smell.
I can't.
Well, yeah, you can. Yeah, definitely you because of. Or would it be disadvantaged because you're not feeling it?
Well, either way, I rolled a 15 and a 17.
Okay,
And I get
so
+3 to perception, so.
you know what? From that range, you're pretty good. I'll call it. If he lands within that range, you're fine.
I don't have advantage anymore.
No, because you used it on your investigation.
15.
Mm-mm.
Nat 20 for a 26.
Oh,
21.
All right.
He's holding the bag out.
like a shitty musician, a magician, just trying to be like, where'd it go? Yeah.
I'm just gonna stroke my chin and kind of like message towards Yimmer. Yim, think about this now. But I'm not going to say anything out loud that anybody else can hear.
You guys are still part of the telepathic bond.
Yeah,
I am.
So like,
Yim.
it's at
Come
this
on.
point that you see like Tobias, Hellstern, Karis, all like they're all basically rounding everybody up and using rope to bondage them into a singular spot. And you see Tobias walking up, and he's reverted his hammer back into his cane. It's like, all right. So, which one of you wants to lead us to the Citadel? You see that none of them are piping up. Right, I should have thought about that question before I asked it. We know you're working for them. We caught you in the act. We're not gonna kill you. We might. Water's getting mighty cold. That being the case, we have some questions to ask. You see one, like a couple of like the half orcs just like stoically sitting there straight back, just like, you're not gonna get one out of me. You're not gonna get nothing out of me. You see a couple of the humans, like one's a female, somewhat shorter, a little bit chubbier, like a little bit chubbier, still wearing very much the red robes. They're all wearing the robes. And so she looks a little bit nervous and kind of looking back and forth. Bison, darling, what got you into this? She's not budging back and forth, and you see the other human, like an older gentleman, looks like salt and pepper hair, just a nice like silver streak going from like the hairline down through the beard. Down through the beard, you see like over hooded eyes with this very like muddied brown eye color. Looks over. Don't fucking say nothing. Don't you ever fucking say nothing. Just say anything. She looks back, just scared. Tobias takes the cane, puts it right underneath the chin of the man. Do I have to beat the answer out of you or her? You just see his eyes go wide in like a half fear and a half anger. It's like, actually, let's roll for it.
Does he pee himself?
Yeah. So, metal die, Tobias. The white die is the white guy. Tobias in his old dwarvish form kind of gets down on one knee. You see him kind of like stiffly get down just to get the eye level of this man. B, you've seen this look before. It is like the dagger of death look. It's just, I have my eye on you. You do anything now, you're fucked. You see this man? Fuck, fine. What do you want to know? And you see the rest of them, the rest of the people just start naturally turning towards this one man. Being like, looks like he just marked himself for death.
What the hell are y'all gonna do?
by us. So, Citadel, what direction? And he tilts his head. He nods it that way. He nods it that way, which is a direction. Helster. What was it? Helstern looks over. Oh, that sounds about right. That sounds about right there. What are we waiting for? What's waiting up for us once we get up there? You see, and the man takes 1 second, 2 seconds. There isn't much of us up in there. You'll see the other spore wardens up there. And Spreader himself. We have small patrols going back and forth, but generally a lot of our personnel are at the Marines.
Wouldn't mind rolling an insight check on that if I can.
Roll for it.
I'm searching the body for money.
Say 17.
Okay. You're looking over this guy, and he seems to be telling the truth.
I believe him.
Just
The
to make
naturally
sure that
shiftiness
he
of
is
his
believing.
the naturally shiftiness of his nature, you kind of get the sense like, yeah, he's being fidgety, but almost feels like it's almost at like a point of discomfort for him
Mm-hmm.
saying any of this, but it still feels like he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
What is your
Like-
ultimate goal of being in this location?
I was just following orders on that one. Told.
You didn't hear anything else? Any rumors? No thought
you-
process behind anything that you're doing?
Well, you killed the leader. You killed our leader.
Yes, it was funny. Look. If I... You know what? I don't think you're worth it. And he turns around and goes to look at whoever picked up the ledger and just look at that for a while.
Okay, so you open up the ledger, and the first thing it says on it is Spore Warden Kagra.
Right.
I'm gonna take out Bree, and I'm gonna go to the person we've been talking to.
Cool.
And
Just before you start doing that, Howard did say about looting the body for money. Just trying to keep everything
Yeah.
so I'm not forgetting people here.
oh yeah.
So you start looting through the body. You now see that there isn't a lot of like personal possessions on this woman, but you do pull out what seems to be like a handful of platinum with a bunch of silver and a couple bits of gold put in. You start counting it, and you get 17 platinum, 10 gold, and about 20 silver in there. But you're looking through it, and this is not Falskallan stamps minted. This is not Falskallan minted
Coin.
platinum or money. You see that there's a skull on one side that's like full on orcish, like the representation of an orcish man, just full on skull, 2 tusks sitting right out, long and protruding and proud. And on the other side, you see what looks to be very intricate weavings of what looks to be you've seen a lot of it when you were during the war, especially in the Orcish territories, that a lot of that kind of style of um like braid work or knotting. It's almost Celtic in its own design, but it's very rough and rigid.
Well, that pretty much confirms it. I mean, confirmed it numerous ways, but cult is definitely part of the White Hand. Or working for them, or with them, something.
I will also say this, you've never seen this minting. Normally when you do deal with commerce or whatnot, there would be the odd time you get a different style of currency coming through. So you get like Codurian mark come through, or a Frykmosen, well, I haven't thought of a name for the money, so it's just a Frykmosen gold piece.
Mhm.
And they all have like their own minted in their own ways, but they still have the same monetary value. And dear God, I'm not putting a stock system in this stock market in here.
Bitcoin.
Yeah.
That's
Why
made
does it
easy
say
for you.
NFT?
Why is
Hey,
it
no problem
Dogecoin?
trade. It's fine.
You just see a picture of Elon Musk on one side. It's like, what the fuck is he here now?
On FQA.
But it's an orc, so it's Elon Tusk.
Ha!
You know that bardic inspiration? You can take it away now.
Yeah.
But like that being the case, the Orcish territories don't. I'm saying this specifically to you because you normally keep somewhat of a open eye for everything and are naturally more observant than what would say the rest of the group. But a lot of like the money that would come out of the Orcish territories are not minted like this. They're completely different.
Hmm.
I'll let you sit and ponder on that one. Okay, what's Bree doing?
All right. I'm gonna walk up to the person that we were talking to earlier. And is his hands tied behind his back?
Everybody's in the same style of like their hands are tied behind their back and they're all tethered together.
Yeah. So I'm gonna grab him by the back of his clothing, and I'm going to drag him a little bit from the group and lay him on his side, and I'm going to kneel behind him.
They're all tethered together, so you start pulling, and like two
Oh,
or three of them.
I just want only you. So, I'm going to cut some of the tether off, so it's just him.
Yep.
You seem to know quite a lot.
Tobias looking at you. What are you doing?
I'm not even listening to him. And I just have a few. Well, actually, I'm just gonna let you bring all the answers. So, let's make a little deal. Well, you have no choice. I have my little child here, and she's hungry. So, with every good piece of information you give me, I won't take a finger off. You need to give something useful. Now, anything about what's going on in this area and who's in charge and what the fuck that was. Any weaknesses, anything. Where's the patrols? What's for the goblins? You need to tell now. Starting with this finger.
This guy is like shifting back and forth and shifting back and forth. So what do you? You do? What do you ask?
No. He just needs to start saying stuff now.
So Bree starts going. You start telling Bree to go in.
Yep, I'm cutting off a finger.
You starting to go?
Yeah, if he has to
This
say
guy
anything,
starts
I'm gonna cut a
screaming
finger
like,
off. That's not useful. I said say something useful.
You feel a meaty hand hit your shoulder, pull you right up, pin you right up against a crate. Boom! We don't do that. You see Tobias's eyes just straight daggers into you.
I do. And
I don't.
Crocodile
I'm
push
running
him away.
this operation.
I full crocodile push away.
Make a contested strength check.
Yeah.
Damn.
21.
30.
Damn.
I like to add that inspiration if you actually took it away.
I didn't take it away. That was a joke.
Oh, I was like, unless you did. I was like, which is fine. Okay. So 21. Well, 21 plus 7 is 28. Yeah. Okay, not bad. But still, doesn't beat 30.
You start pushing and like you start feeling a little bit of give. And you realize that was him just holding back a bit and realizing, oh,
Yeah.
you're serious. Pushes you further. At this point, you see the crate push further back. And this thing feels relatively heavy. And you just feel like the crate just...
Why do you pity this thing?
I don't pity him. He has information, maybe. Ultimately, we're going in there anyway. We are not them. So don't you ever dare do that in front of me again.
Then look away.
No.
They have killed so many people, and you're upset about fingers? About fucking fingers. But yet they use all of them out there. They have turned people into monsters. Your town, your people, you made me sick.
I came from a place where there were no homes for me. Don't you ever fucking dare.
You don't know anything about me.
I care about fingers? We have morals.
These run
we are not them.
Both of them.
And I am not you. So do not push your morals on me.
Stop.
I spit on him.
Stop. Stop. There's no need for us to fight between ourselves. Both of you calm the fuck down. Yes, this is something more. I get it. But we need to come together and work together right now. Otherwise, we're going to go in there and nothing is going to be solved. This guy on the floor probably doesn't know anything. Probably has no clue what's going on. He's not one of the head honchos. He's not one of the fucking spore wardens or whatever. But if we take our anger out on this guy, nothing is going to be solved. Calm down.
Howard's going to, while all this is going on, point a finger at the girl that he threatened not to say anything and cast message. No one can hear you but me and you. There's something you'd like to tell us?
He's lying. There's more of them up there.
How many?
You spend is it message or is it
message, the cantrip,
Sending is the long distance one.
Yeah.
Messages.
Sending is like the better like wireless like phone service.
It's Wi-Fi, not 5G.
Yeah.
It's also the one that people hear you talking.
Yeah, so then you hear back just a lot more. I don't know how.
How many of you are here because you're being forced?
It's just me.
I'm gonna go over to Hellstern. While they're still shouting it out, and kind of quietly to him, hey, separate this one from the others.
I think at this point we're probably gonna get them, leave a couple of guards behind, make sure that they stay this way, and when at the end of it all, we'll get them out in proper jail.
Separate this one. Trust me.
You're the boss, and might need to explain that to Otobi if you're gonna separate another one from the group.
Oh, well, yeah, well, when they calm down.
Yeah, it's at that point. Yeah, Beatrice, you're standing in between. Tobias just silently backs off and walks away, and he's got the angry grandpa walk going.
I'm gonna try and go over to him without agitating him. Tobias.
Spleen is gonna storm off. It's just going to storm off.
He's following Tobias.
He turns around. I'm fine. Fine. Go to her.
You say that when you're not fine.
I'm gonna motion to Hal and Diamondback for one of them to go follow Spleen. Tobias, couple of things. One, girl over there. Can we separate her? Wait, did that come through?
Yeah, you said to House
Okay.
right?
No,
To Tobias, he said, hey.
You said Halsterian. I'm like, I'm waiting for Steve to reply.
Sorry. No, I'm in Tobias.
You're thinking
Sorry.
about Halsterian, aren't you?
Oh my gosh!
Everybody get the ships in chat.
And he's also going to just kind of like touch him with a finger to point at him and message to him. She's giving me information, not here willingly.
Right. Actually, he's gonna make an insight check on you.
What do I roll against that?
I mean, either persuasion or deception, either one. Whatever avenue you're trying to do.
Holy shit. Well, I don't have a bonus either way, so it's 17. But that would be persuasion.
He's still just like the demeanor is very much like pissed right the fuck off.
There's a little bit of a reflexive step back.
I did my job.
Trust her. Fine. Cut her out. If I see you doing anything to torture her, your ass in the line. Just
Got
kinda
it.
steps away.
One other thing. I'm gonna hold out one of each of the coins.
Yeah.
Does Menting look familiar to you at all?
Grabs, takes a look over. Orcish minting.
Not
Never
one
seen
I'm
this type
familiar
before.
with.
I haven't seen this either.
Hmm.
He flips it back to you. We're leaving in 5.
Got it.
Get your shit together. Let's go. He starts barking orders. All right, you lot, wrap them up together. Wrap them up together. You're gonna stay behind. At this point, we need to watch over them. And as soon as we're done with this assault, we're taking them right into a jail cell. They'll get their due process. And he just kind of walks off into a corner. He pulls out a pipe.
Through the bond, I'm gonna repeat what the girl said to me to everyone. I don't know how trustworthy the information is, but she seems scared. She said there's a lot more spore there. Be on your guard.
I certainly trust information that says it's more difficult to go forward rather than information that says it's easier. So
Agreed.
meanwhile, Hal's walking up to Spleen. So I saw where you were coming from.
What, and you're here to berate me too?
No, I see where you're coming from, but I do have to ask. Weren't you telling me earlier about the calmness of your rage? The level-headedness, I suppose?
I didn't say I was level-headed.
What I'm saying is, he was clearly just a peon. And we weren't really going to get any information out of him, so I'm trying to learn from your example, and I'm not quite coming up level-headed. I need your help, your perspective to understand how that was the most logical course of action to have next. What you thought the outcome would be.
Sometimes, in a moment of great pain and fear, you'll let things spill that you don't mean to spill.
It's what I'm trying to avoid. With all of my being, it is what I am trying to avoid.
I'm not a good person. How?
That depends on who's asking, and I think you're wrong.
Then you clearly don't know me. And
I'm on Hal's side. I say through the bond.
I'm just blinders, just walking back towards the group.
You see basically like Helster and Ventus packing everything up and rechecking all armors and whatnot, trying to figure out if anything's been loose or everything. And they're overlooking you guys as well, making sure that like you don't have anything loose per se. And so you guys, he looks you over and yeah. Sorry, I'm just having a moment of like, ah!
Mm-hmm.
Tobias looks every one of you over. Right. And Let's go. Turns around, starts walking in the direction. Hellstern, up front. Here, Hellstern. Right. I'd be right there. That we're gonna take a 10-minute break. I just need to rejig my brain there for a second. So with that, give us about. Did you just cut me off?
No.
Again?
No.
No?
We're still here.
We're still here?
We're still on brand.
Give us about 5 minutes. We'll be right back. And that'll be that. See ya. Are we actually?
Wait, are we actually?
Yeah.
I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
We are now.
Oh shit! This dang delay. I don't know.
I might have clicked it as soon as we said maybe we're back.
I heard the click. I just didn't know if that was just you adding to the bit or not.
I mean, it could be both things.
Gotta commit to the bit.
So you guys are back. Tobias, Hellster, and Ventus are up front, leading the way. Oh wow, I'm losing my descriptions here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to call it here.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, all
It's
good.
all right.
All good.
Yeah.
I just
You
like
did really well.
my brain just started going. It's like trying to start the engine and it's not working.
The hamsters need
hear ya.
food.
Hamsters eat food. I fed the hamsters food. I had great chili tonight, man.
But pickles. They need pickles.
The hamsters are in food coma.
That too.
What is that face? That is so cute.
She captured it.
Screen grabs.
That was my food tonight.
Oh, that looks
Pretty
so
good.
good.
Mhm.
Oh, damn, Skippy.
Hey, there are
Anyway.
little bits of pickle in there. I guess they did get what they need.
That's green onion.
I
That's
know,
not pickle.
kidding.
This is what
Today
I
on
made.
Falskallan Nights, Juju's gonna misidentify food.
I need a higher level identify.
All right, Tom, can you take us away with the ending announcements?
I certainly
We'll find
can.
something, somebody to raid. Case, all right, you do your thing.
All right. Well, thank you all once again for joining us here in Falscala for some honestly amazing roleplay. Well done, everybody there. Thanks again to D&D Beyond for continuing to sponsor us. Thanks to FX May Vary for sponsoring us and bringing two amazing artists into the Dire Bear family. Huge thanks, of course, to our first adept Patreon in true Diamondback fashion. With apologies to ABBA. Mama Bera, there you go again. My, sending us that money. Mama Bera, now we know again. My, just how we love you, honey. Yes, you're a great Patreon, helping us keep the lights on. Why would we ever let you go? So remember to check out our Patreon if you'd like to be awkwardly serenaded by me as well. Or if you'd like to learn how to do some lovely character voices, like Caiaphas von Reg. Just going to throw that one out there to discombobulate everybody yet again. Take some time while you're still here to browse our merch, check out some of the other brilliant streams we've got on this channel. If you're looking for some musical madness, you want Melody of the Maelstrom on Monday nights. That was a lot of alliteration. Now, not every character in that bi-weekly ballad is a musician, but all of the players are, so you know it's going to be creative. If you're more of a creature of the night, stop on by on Tuesdays for Valley by Night River City. That one's a Vampire the Masquerade yarn. And of course, tomorrow, if you want some good old-fashioned D&D 5e, yet again, you've got the sword, sorcery, and chivalry of a Knight's Ransom. As for the Saturday game, still waiting for news on when exactly that's going to start, but just let that anticipation build, and oh boy, the payoff should be great. If you want to know more, though, hop on to Dire Bear's Discord server and keep your ear to the ground. JT, back over to you.
Right on. So with that, thank you for that. What did we find for rating?
It looks like that's how we roll is going.
That's how we roll. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna try this raid. I'm not putting it in right now. How we do?
Yeah, it's Steve.
I know.
I had
saw
my
it a while
script
ago,
up, I didn't
so-
know it.
At least it's not a picture of me picking my nose. We're super good. Wait, sorry. Here-
Oh, you.
It's okay, Steve can pick it for you.
I- Stop it! Sorry.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not doing the raid. Okay, so with that,
Just completely gives up.
I give
Yep.
up. There's too much thinking. With that, I love you all. I'll see you guys next week as we continue into the Citadel itself, and hopefully you get to find Bray Hintergrass's family Beatles package that he requested, and being able to get Violet Fury commando unit in.
Mm-hmm.
With that, I'm excited for next week, but until then, be safe. You dare to imagine. Have a good night, guys.
Have you ever fought a dragon and stormed its mountain lair? Have you ever killed a vampire and seen the evil in its glare? Have you ever sought adventure? Rah!